Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are doing amazing. So let's dive into today's daily challenge on Leetcode and try to break it down together. So we have the question total characters in string after transformations. You are given a string s and an integer t representing the number of transformations to perform. In one transformation, every character in s is replaced according to the following rule. If there is z, replace it with ab. Otherwise, replace it with the next character in the alphabet. So return the length of the resulting string after exactly t transformation. Answer, you need to return modulo 1e9 plus 7. So if you have A, B, C, Y, Y, and you want to perform two operations, in one operation change A to B, B to C, C to D, and Y to Z and Z. So you have B, D, Z, B, C, D, Z, Z, and the other operation you just change to C, D, E, and Z will be changed to A, B, A, B. So the length of the string is 7. So if you see, the S length is 25, T length is 25. So if you see, if you try to do it by simulating it, what can you observe? You can store each frequency of the element in a map and perform t operations. Okay, so you can try to do that, but that will take 26 into t time, which is 2 into e6, which may be some borderline case. So we need, if we try to optimize a little bit more and try to think and observe some pattern in this problem. So let's just try to understand what are the patterns that we can observe actually. So yeah, let's just start. uh, Okay, so suppose you want to perform a very large number of operations on some characters. If you have the character A, in one operations it will be converted to B, in another operation it will convert it to C, in 25 operations it will be converted to Z, and on the 26th operation it will be converted to AB, right? So you can say that if you have A, that will be converted to AB on 26 number of operations. Isn't it correct? So it will be converted to AB on 26 operations. Now if you have B, you can convert to C. The same thing would go on, but after 24 operations you will get Z, and two more operations you need to perform, which will be AB and BC. So B, if you perform 26 number of operations, this is the result after performing 26 number of operations, you will get BC. Similarly, you do observe a pattern that C will be CD, D will be DE, and Z, if you see Z, it should be Z and the next character in Z, but the next character in Z is nothing but AB, so Z will be ZAB. Okay, this one character will give you three characters. So after every 26 operations you can do one change, that in the frequency map, if you have the initial frequency map in the strings, you increment the number of B's by the number of A's, because all the A will give one A itself and one extra B. So so this way you can try to simulate. So let's say t is the number of operations you want to perform, so t can be written as t by 26 plus t mod 26, right? So this number, let it be x, let it be y. So this number of operations, if you want to do, you can just simulate these iterations on the map by incrementing b. And similarly, y number of iteration, you need to perform a simple transformation, that is every character, like everything in the map will be changed to 0, like the initial character will be changed to 0 and it will be transferred to b. Let's say we have 15a, 15 a's, all the 15 a's will be converted to 0 a's and 15 b's, and b, if there is initially some number of b's, we need to plus equal to b by that mod. So if you see we, one thing is clear, we need to iterate from backwards, right? Because z we need to store somewhere, z value is dependent on the y value, so we will use the y value for taking the z, for updating the z values, right? But if you try to see that what will happen let's say if you try to convert, let's say you have 15a, then 2b, then 3c, like this, and if you try to iterate in the forward manner, then you will say that I am converting all the a's to b's, or whatever you are doing for the x, for the y operation. Let's say if you are converting all the a to b's, you will say the a is 0, b is now 17, is 3. But now initially there are only 2 b's, so c should get actually 5, but you will make up and end up getting number of c's as 20. So that's wrong, right? So if you try to iterate from backwards, 3 will get value 5 only, to 2 will get value 17 only, and the z value, if you have stored earlier, you can just increment the value of a and b with the value of z. So for this is for y operation, and for the x operation you clearly understood that there will be just an increment of b. So that was all the understanding in this problem. I think this should be the most optimized approach. Instead of simulating every iteration, you are reducing a number of iteration by a factor of 26, which is quite good. I mean, you easily get, if you are having some operations like 1e8 number of operations, if you reduce this by 26, then definitely you are doing something like 5e6 kind of thing. So you are, indeed you are just slashing down the number of operations. So that's a good optimization, and I think that will be the most optimized solution for this problem. So let us just try to code it out quickly. So we have the size of the string as the integer. We need to set a map. Let's create a vector map. This map will have 26 characters. Okay, and we initially stored the frequency of all the elements. So I have map of s of I minus a. So you have something like this, yeah, and you also need to do a mod, go for 1e9 plus 7 as said in the question. uh, Now you have the map. What all you need to do is update this map. Okay, so for you need to create the number of iterations. Let's say you will iterate t by 26, and the remainder is t modulo 26. So for every iteration, for all the iteration I less than, so you just iterate it this number of times, try to simulate it. Okay, I told you that we will traverse from j, right? J equal to, let's say from back, from 25, j greater than 0, j minus minus. But you know that the count of z needs to be handled separately, as I told you already. So let's try to do it 24, and for that be careful to make it 0. And for the count of z, let's keep an integer count of z. That will give me map of 25 as of now. Okay, this count of z will be, so I told that z will change to zab, right? I told you that z will change to zab after 26 number of operations. So what you need to do is that map of 0, like z, already we have the number of elements in z will be added to the number of elements in a and b. So I have this count of z. Okay, I do have this count of z modulo mod, and for this same thing I do have the one also, that is a and b. A and b has been updated. Now what you need to do is that for every iteration after 26 operations, what I told you, that if I have something like cd, it will be changed to if something like c, it will be changed to cd, right? So for every character, the next character will be changed. So the next character will be added. So map of j plus 1 will be definitely map of j plus 1 plus map of j. And since we are iterating backwards, so there won't be any problem, as I had explained you already. So we do have this now, And on a very similar note, we are now going to iterate for I equals to 0, I less than remaining, I plus plus. This is the number of iteration at the end which we need to calculate. Again, I am storing something like map of 25, but this time all the z's need to be converted to a, right? So all the z is going to convert to ab. This is a single operation, not 26 number of operations. After 26 operations, z will be zab, but after single operation, z will be ab, right? So there will be only this, and we need to also store map of 25. Z is vanished. Since z is vanished, we will have to initialize it z for one operations. Definitely we are going to do a similar thing here also. Z greater than equal to 0, z j minus minus. We do have this. For this I have map of 0 on very similar stuffs like this. I just need to increment it, the a and b's, and what I need to do here is map all the j plus 1 into map of j. All the a's, let's say all the a will be converted to b, so all the j plus 1 will get the value of j, while also j will vanish. A is vanishing here. So here just we need to take care nothing is vanishing here and a is just vanishing. So yeah, we now just calculate the final answer. We have the answer variable, we have the map which we will iterate from 0 to 26, and answer is nothing but answer plus map of I, and definitely we need to do some mod. So yeah, we have the answer. So let's just try to run it. So yeah, we do have the accepted for these two cases. Let's try to submit it. So yeah, we do have the accepted thing, and you can see our runtime is also quite good. We are not just blindly applying all the transformations here. We are just optimizing further on those. So yeah, I think that was all for this solution. This was a medium kind of problem for today, but I hope your day is going to be really easy. Thank you so much.